NBA basketball. So let's take a look at the starters for the Dallas Mavericks. We've got Davis. Kyrie Irving is out there with Klay Thompson. Then there's Daniel Gafford. And it's Washington in at the 3 slot. And for Boston, White in at shooting guard with Brown playing small forward. The post pair, Tatum and Porzingis. And it's Holiday in at the 1. Well, we should be in for a good one here, Richard. This game has all the makings of a shootout.
Yeah, these are two high-powered offenses. I feel for all the defenders in this one because they're going to have their hands full.
Thompson for the triple. Knocks down the 3-ball. Thompson's got the game going here with the first basket for the Mavs.
Because of his footwork and fundamentals, Thompson always looks on balance and does a great job of squaring his shoulders.
Here's Washington. Takes it inside.
That's a double whammy, guys.
That's right. A great defensive play, then the emphatic stuff.
Once he poked it away, you knew what was on his mind.
Good on the bucket.
I know what they say, defense wins championships, but you need some bucket getters too now.
Irving passes to Thompson. The rebound by Jason Tatum.
No clue how he misfired on that shot. You don't see that from him very often.
That bucket in no time at all.
And the soft touch for a guy Porzingis' size. He shoots it so well from the mid-range.
Richard, the Celtics have been among the NBA's elites for quite a while now.
Well, they've been a title contender every year for almost a decade now. Even with several coaching changes over that time, they've been the model of consistency. And Davis has added strength. Over his career really helps him inside.
And here's Holiday, who will bring it up for Boston. It's a 3-point game. And there's Brown. That's good on the assist by Holiday. And so just over a minute and a half played for Dallas. They've gone 3 of 4 from the field to start out the game. White finds Porzingis. Here's Tatum. Kyrie Irving grabs the miss. Dallas has gone 1 of 2 from long range in the first quarter. Thompson rebounded by the Celtics.
And typically he has the touch to finish when he's in tight, but not sure on that possession. And you don't want to give up that kind of look too often.
To the paint. Here's Davis. Pulled the shot a little left, but the bounce goes his way. Davis has got his second basket.
Ooh, nice touch from the mid-range. Davis proving how effective he is from that spot.
The Mavericks have gone 4 of 7 from the field, shooting over 50%. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul. Well, we know, GA, the Mavs are so adept. At hunting the matchups they want. They're patient and methodical.
They never look like they're in a rush, right? Even when you send a double or trap the ball, the Mavs stay calm and know where to go. It's what makes slowing down their pick and roll so difficult.
So he hits 1 of 2 from the stripe. GA, these Boston Celtics are unquestionably a top-tier offensive unit.
Stupendous shooting, excellent instincts with the ball. Yeah, they are a model offense in many ways, making it tough for many teams to keep up with them.
Here's Gafford. Again, the miss by the Mavericks. Celtics trail by 4. Holiday with it. He's picked up by Irving. Here's Porzingis. And the dunk by Porzingis.
Really unacceptable letting Porzingis get that kind of positioning. Once he's established, it's over.
And we've got a timeout called by Jason Kidd. He wants to talk to his guy. And for the Mavericks, they're shooting well right out of the gates here at around 50%. That one goes. Count it.
Now, Kyrie has the ability to rack up a ton of assists. He knows how to find the open man.
Brown kicks to Tatum. Stolen by Washington. Gafford inside. Guarded by Tatum. Out of bounds, Boston takes possession. Just under 3.5 minutes gone here in the first quarter. And there's the call on Kyrie Irving. That is his first foul of the game.
First team foul.
Let's check in with our reporter, David Aldridge.
Thank you, Kevin. I caught up with Coach Joe Mazzulla. Now, when it came to Kyrie Irving, Coach said trying to contain him tonight won't be easy. He told me Kyrie is a fantastic player, but I feel confident that our guys will be all over him tonight. Pretty strong words, guys.
Okay, David, much appreciated. Outside Holiday. And Tatum with the basket on the assist by Holiday.
This dude is well built, man. He's a specimen. He's 6'8". Look, he's going to score inside if he gets that close. How did he break that one? He smoked it. Everything was set up for that to be an easy basket.
Around the pass to White. Celtics passing it around. Bangs home the trifecta. White's got 5.
Not just being selfless, but also smart with the ball. Brown is able to find the best guy for the right shot.
Richard, when you talk about Jaylen Brown, many Scots felt he'd never be a #1 level option offensively. But he's proven some people wrong.
Kevin, many scouts have been wrong many times. The question has been answered. He wasn't a great shooter when he first came into the league, and his ball handling also needed to improve. But now, both of those are strengths in his game.
And a chance to catch up on some numbers here. The hustle stats for Dallas.
From the tip, they are not making things easy on them. Lots of steals, playing disruptive basketball.
And they're making their own luck with how hard they're playing, forcing turnovers and turning that into offense.
And we've got a timeout from Joe Mazzulla. He wants a minute here to get things straightened out with this team.
If you see yourself on the screen, then you know what to do. Show us your moves.
So it's both teams making substitutions here.
Substitution on the court.
.102 left here in the opening quarter. Here's Brown. Christie with the rebound. Mavericks leading by 3. Lively finds Dinwiddie. Down low. Here's Marshall. The shot goes in. First shot, first basket.
And they've scored several times already here in the first quarter on the inside.
And the call will be against Najee Marshall. That is his first foul of the game. Some changes for Boston. Torrey Craig, he's checked in for Luke Cornett. And it's Jason Tatum in for Brown.
Tatum.
And you watch Jason Tatum year to year, he is a model of consistency across the board. The numbers are pretty similar, and the effort never wanes.
First one falls for him.
Now look, from the moment he stepped into this league, Jason Tatum has been a difference maker. Every team in the league is looking for guys like him. Long, athletic, and most importantly, winners.
Both shots good from the stripe. Here's Dinwiddie. There's 37 seconds left here in the first quarter. Here's Marshall. Tries again. Oh, that's blocked. Tatum against Christie. A nice shot by Tatum. Tatum's got 6.
How about those nifty moves from Tatum? So crafty with the rock.
Lively, that's good. 11 seconds left in the first quarter. Tatum way outside. And they're unable to get the tying basket there. And so, both teams trading buckets as we end the first quarter. Mavericks lead by 3. Stay with us as we get set to bring you the second quarter right after this. And some good action in the books as we get back to the game that's been pretty close here so far. And before we move on, what do you guys think about what we've seen so far from the Mavericks?
Well, in that first quarter, they were intent on just pounding the ball down low.
And let me tell you, when you establish a physical edge, it gives you a mental edge too.
They've got Horford. Tatum out there with Torrey Craig. And it's Hauser in at the 3 spot. That's the Boston 5.
No chance to shut that one down. Horford's reach made that play unstoppable.
Boston trailing. Here's Tatum. Great job by Tatum in close.
And just a step ahead of the D in that possession there, making the pass. Nice assist.
Here's Irving. Al Horford with the rebound.
You can't look at the result of that shot. They'll take that whenever they get it.
Yeah, it's a great look for him. One they'll try and manufacture again. Those are the shots you want him to take.
A moment now to hear from our sideline reporter, Hall of Famer David Aldridge. David.
Hey, Kevin. Celtics coach Joe Mazzulla has talked about the 2 J's, Jaylen Brown and Jason Tatum. He says they've been lumped together because they play a similar position, but they don't have to be similar. You've got to be able to express who they are and not constantly be compared to each other. They're not the same. Kevin?
That, David, remember a couple of years ago, there was some thought that maybe one would be traded. I'm glad they're still together. Celtics have gone 3 of 4 for the floor here in the second quarter. And there's the call. It's on Spencer Dinwiddie. That's his first foul. Just about a minute and a half has gone by here in the second. And here's Tatum for 3. And a big part of perimeter defense, Greg, avoiding screens. Some of the tricks of the trade in that regard.
Well, sometimes you have to get skinny. I mean, other times it's using your strength. A lot goes into it. Also, getting a cadence for the screener. It's one of the more challenging aspects of NBA defense.
And the call will be against Derek Lively. That's his first foul. Some changes for Boston. Porzingis is coming in for Al Horford. And it's Holiday in for Torrey Craig. Then for the Mavericks, Daniel Gafford comes in for Derek Lively. And it's Thompson in for Christie. Again, the miss by the Celtics. Dallas leading by 3. Greg, they're in a rhythm offensively, really cooking.
And the opposition looks helpless to stop them right now.
The shot's good from Gafford.
And boy, did he ever sell the pump fake. Worked to absolute perfection.
Boston's gone 1 of 4 from 3-point range in the second. Not a whole lot dropping out there for them.
Kevin, he is tough to stop when he gets to the rim.
Yeah, Greg, he can get up a few notches higher.
And they keep hammering away at him inside, forcing the ball into the paint.
Lets the 3 fly. Offensive rebound. Hauser the pass to Tatum. And here's Holiday. Not going to fall. Starting off slow, he misses his first three from the floor. And for Klay Thompson, Richard, he's entering a different part now of his career.
And it happens to all of us. Father Time is undefeated. But Klay's game, his ability to hit threes as an elite level, that is not going anywhere, Kevin.
A shot by Pritchard, no good. Here's Dallas. They're on a 13-5 run. Here's Dinwiddie. There's the drive. Plays it up off the glass. And now it's a 9-point Maverick lead.
Nice play, and you can see they're gathering momentum.
Yeah, but they can't relax. They've got to keep building on this lead because it is not safe.
Kicks it out to Dinwiddie. Over Holiday. A chance there to push it to double digits, but it's off the mark. And the call will be against Najee Marshall. That'll be his second foul of the game. And so Joe Mazzulla calls for the timeout. This will give him a chance to discuss some potential alterations.
Here we go, fans.
Both teams deciding to change it up. Here's Porzingis. He has 6. Outside, Horford. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Davis. That's his first foul.
First personal foul. 4th team foul.
Porzingis kicks to Horford.
And look, what you love about AD defensively, it's the instincts, the ability to move his feet, the timing of the shot contest, and it's perfect.
Some nice passing here by Dallas. Davis owning the paint and gets it to go.
And with the lead, I like the strategy here. Continue to get the ball to guys who can do something with it.
This is when good players really get after it. He can sense that they're reeling, and he's going to put his foot on the pedal.
And Greg, we were talking Jaylen Brown making the 2023 All-NBA second team. That was big for him, wasn't it?
Yeah, Kevin, it made Jaylen eligible for the Supermax, signing for that 5-year extension in July of 23. At the time, the largest contract in NBA history.
Now the Mavericks with it. They're on a 17-7 run. Here's Gafford. Over Porzingis. Shots good by Gafford. Gafford's got the lead up to 11 now for the Mavs.
When you allow good scorers to get uncontested shots at the rim, no wonder you're losing.
That's a great possession. Put your best players in a position to succeed.
Thompson in the corner. Inside. Here's Davis. And it's sent back by Horford.
And still capable of being your defensive anchor, Horford is excellent at positioning himself to block shots.
White drives in. The shot's good. Brown making the play. White's got 7 points in the game.
Yeah, he was able to sneak it to the rim. Had enough room to get just like an easy layup.
The shot's good from Gafford.
You got to do more than that to keep the ball out of his hands down low.
Agreed. He's just too dominant inside. So you're better off stopping him from getting the ball in the first place.
Takes it from 10. No good off the back of the rim.
It is a shame to see a high percentage look go to waste. You'll be hearing about this one in the locker room, I'm sure.
It's always a good sign when the three is falling for Davis. It really opens up the rest of his game.
And finished off by Brown.
And that's how you lead a team, literally.
Mavericks leading by 12. Here's Davis. Again, the Mavericks score.
A nice job taking what the defenders gave him. But these guys need a gut check right now.
Yeah, you'd love to see a little bit more fire on defense. Shoot, any fire on defense. They can't just be giving the game away.
A solid outside game. Holiday has good lift on his J. And at 6'4", he can get his shot off against just about anybody.
An even 3-on-3 break. From down in the low post, it goes. Holiday's got 5 points now this quarter.
You got to love his hustle, leaving the defense no time to react.
And all of a sudden, that man was just on the other end.
And so it's Dallas in control with a 9-point lead to end the quarter. They've set the tone. They love their tempo. They're going to be very tough to stop. And now let's catch up with David Aldridge, who's standing by from the sideline. All right, Dave.
Thanks a lot. Kyrie, what were you all focusing on coming into the game tonight?
So I come out with a intense focus and intensity.
Thank you, David. And we'll be back after halftime as the third quarter gets underway. And we hope you've enjoyed the broadcast so far. We're halfway through the game. You know, Davis has been exceptional here, guys.
Man, he's been running wild on them through that first half. Absolute dynamite on offense.
If they don't change their approach in the second half, let's just say his success will continue.
On the court for the Mavericks, Daniel Gafford is out there with Anthony Davis. And there's Klay Thompson. Then there's Irving. And it's Washington in at the 3, the small forward. Irving misses.
I tried to create some extra space there, but not able to hit the tough leaning jumper.
It's time now to hear from our Hall of Fame reporter, David Aldridge. What's the latest, David?
Kevin, thank you very much. Anthony Davis broke his defense down for me. He said, I can block shots, switch on to anybody, guard the pick and roll, I can guard the post, I can guard the pin down. So that's my ability. My ability defensively is to do everything. Kevin?
And he does everything. David, thank you so much. Holiday with the 3. It's rebounded by Dallas. They've led by as many as 14 points. Fires away from outside. Rebound by Drew Holiday. And here's Holiday, who will bring it up for the Boston Celtics. They trail by 9 points. Buries it from 3-point range.
And with a good array of moves, Holiday can pull up for jumpers because he keeps defenders guessing.
Irving dishes to Davis. Some nice passing here by Dallas. Here's Washington. And yep, finally drops after rolling around the rim. Washington's got 7 points in the game.
That may be not the highest percentage of looks right there, but look, you can't argue with results, I guess.
Here's Brown. A rebound by Washington. Mavericks leading by 8. The 3 from Davis. And Davis nails the 3.
Uh-oh, everything is going AD's way. He is in that zone and scoring at a terrific pace.
Greg, as you were saying, beyond the blocks, what makes Anthony Davis special on defense is the way he navigates the floor.
Kevin, most bigs can get picked on in pick-and-roll action. Davis, though, too quick and smart to take advantage of. He can slip screens, hedge, switch, and recover like he's a 3-and-D wing.
And we've got a timeout called by Jason Kidd. He's ready to talk things through with the team. Derek Lively, he's checked in for Thompson.
Derek Lively.
Into the third we go. 2 minutes in now. Here's Gafford. And it's off from 3-point range. Celtics trail by 9. Stolen by Lively. Outside Irving. Fires from the wing. Dallas again missing. Boston's gone 1 of 2 from beyond the arc since coming out of the break. Here's Brown. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws.
Love the aggression from Brown. A tough cover for any defender out there.
Over the last few seasons, we've seen the resurgence of Porzingis. And Richard, it has been fun to watch.
Kevin, he's been effective on both sides of the ball. He's always been a good player, but his recent fit has really improved his play.
You got to respect the mind Brown has for the game. Both ends of the floor, he is so good at spotting the opening and taking advantage.
Washington kicks to Davis, shoots over Brown, and Davis gets it to go. Davis has got 5 points now this quarter.
He is getting everything he wants. The defense is seemingly powerless to slow him down. It's sad.
And it's slammed in by Holiday.
And Holiday's nimbleness gets him to the hoop on that one. His athletic ability is off the charts.
Celtics trail by 8. Right the pass to Porzingis. And the rebound goes to the Mavericks. Irving's got his 4th rebound in this one. Here's Washington. It's in there. Davis with the assist. Washington's got 9.
And despite the size disadvantage, attacking the heart of that defense.
Really unfazed. Throw his height right out the window there.
On its way from Irving for 2. And it's good off the back rim and in.
This is Irving's mentality. He understands that he is out there to shoot and shoot often, especially off the catch.
Double team on Holiday. The deep 3 from Tatum. Again, the miss by the Celtics. Mavericks leading by 12. Davis the pass to Gafford. And stolen by Tatum. To the middle. Here's Brown. And there's the big-time jam as he slams it right over Davis.
Come on, Jalen. That's just ridiculous.
The Mavericks have gone just a bit under 50% from the field since halftime. 5 out of 11. Washington, that's good.
Assistant, Kyrie Irving.
1:51 left to play in the third. Over in the corner, White to the inside. Holiday gets some rim on the way in, and the bucket's good. 12 points for Drew Holiday.
A really smart player. Holiday can find the spaces inside and exploit them for points.
And Jason Kidd is called timeout. He wants to check in with his team and regroup. And the Mavericks with some changes. Najee Marshall, he's checked in for Washington. Klay Thompson comes in for Daniel Gafford. And Spencer Dinwiddie subbed in for Irving. Davis with the bucket.
The way he can elevate over a defender from deep, very tough to contain outside the arc.
Celtics trail by 13. 1:22 left in the third quarter of the game. Here's Pritchard. Tried to come right back with the 3 of his own, but it's no good. He takes it in. The shot's good. Lively's got 8 points.
And how about the awareness of Dinwiddie? Excellent job spotting the open teammate there.
And that one goes out of bounds. Last touch by Brown. Luke Cornett, he's checked in for Boston.
Number 40, Luke Cornett.
.58 seconds left in the third quarter. And stolen by Horford. And pushing it up, here's Boston. Shoots. Again, the miss by the Celtics. And so it's Davis. He'll bring the ball up for the Mavericks. Shoots. From out on the wing, he knocks it down. He has 7.
And really the story of this second half, one team getting the shots they want, the other not so much.
And start with their defense. They've been intense on that end, and they can actually help their offense as well.
How about that move? You'll see very few players able to pull off just sensational stuff.
Here's Lively. The rebound by the Celtics. Although they're down big right now, Greg, still plenty of time left in this one.
At this point, they got to take it one possession at a time.
Here's Marshall. Rebounded by Hauser. From deep three-point territory. No good. And as we end the third quarter, a double-digit deficit will make it tough to come back. It's Dallas up by 15. And when we return, we'll get the fourth quarter rolling right here on 2K Sports. And now we have a moment to reveal our State Farm assist of the game.
And he sliced the D wide open with this feed. They had no chance to prevent that basket.
That's an unguardable pass, flat out. Give him credit for possessing that type of vision.
And there may not be a lot of drama down the stretch as we head into the fourth quarter, but stranger things have happened. We've got Tatum. Horford is out there with Torrey Craig. And it's Pritchard in at the point. That's the Boston 5.
And no matter who it is, that kind of D isn't going to get it done.
And Tatum puts up a deep three. And he can't answer back. The three-pointer offline. Some nice passing here by Dallas. Here's Irving. That falls. Great assist by Marshall. And the Mavericks lead by 20.
From mid-range, Irving is so consistent. He can hit that shot whenever he needs to.
And a miss there on the triple.
And on an open look like that, he's very gifted at making the weak coverage pay.
Dallas has gone past the three-point line for 13 of their shots. They're 6 of 13.
Offensively, defensively, they are in total control.
And guys, to go on a big run, get some breathing space, it has to be a great play on each end.
Luke Cornett, he's checked in for the Celtics. Holiday comes in for Torrey Craig. And Dallas. With a change here, too. Williams is checked in. A few possessions into the fourth quarter, just over a minute played. To the paint. Here's Cornett. And he gets that one to go off the front iron.
It's harder to thread those passes inside, but the reward is evident.
Here's Christie. Rebound Boston.
Normally he drains that.
Pritchard passes to Tatum. Rebound by Marshall. Mavericks leading by 20. Pass to Christie. Fires it up. And the Mavericks getting another bucket right there.
Ooh, that's a clever pass. There by Kyrie, getting the ball to the guy for the better look.
Double team on Holiday. And we've got a timeout from Joe Mazzulla. And clearly an important juncture. He's going to have some choice words with his team. The Celtics making a change here. Craig's checked in. And Dallas also making a switch. Thompson, he's checked in for Williams. And we're around 2 minutes into the fourth quarter here. Here's Pritchard, covered by Irving. A shot by Pritchard, no good. The Mavericks have gone an outstanding 4 of 5 from the field in the fourth quarter so far. Stolen by Tatum. Holiday with it. Picked up by Thompson. Craig. Yes, and it's Holiday with the assist that time. Holiday's got 5 assists in the game. Thompson outside. Wants to get it to Lively and does. Got him with the pump fake, but couldn't finish. Celtics trail by 20. Here's Pritchard. Rebound by Marshall. Marshall's got 5 rebounds tonight. Dallas has gone past the three-point line for 13 of their shots. They're 6 of 13.
Yeah, he's shown terrific control of the pace and the rhythm of this offense.
He's locked in with his teammates right now, setting guys up in perfect position.
And Tatum with a clear path to the hoop. And there's the lay-in.
Oh, you got to prevent Tatum from getting into the lane, because once he's in there, you're done.
Dallas leading by 20. Pass to Irving. The high post shot. And off the front iron, and in it goes. Irving's got 6 in the quarter.
And he's shooting it at an efficient clip, but he needs to keep looking to score. It's what his team relies on him to do.
And so Joe Mazzulla calls for the timeout. He's clearly intent on wanting to lock in and make sure everyone's on the same page. Take a look at the New Balance player of the game, Anthony Davis.
Yeah, and his percentage from the field tonight, just amazing. He hadn't just been gunning. He's been picking his spots, and you need that kind of patience and discipline to shoot as well as he has.
And as the star of this team, he knows he's going to be the object of the crowd's anger. And the dunk by Porzingis.
Oh, that's straight TNT, baby. Explosive.
That was pretty, and he just has that effortless knack for getting inside. A different look for Dallas. Daniel Gafford's checked in for Derek Lively. Davis comes in for Najee Marshall. And Washington subbed in for Christie. Dallas leading by 20. Pass to Washington. Over Brown. And all around the rim that time before dropping in.
On offense, Davis keeps his head up and maintains awareness. That's how he spots a wide open man.
And finished off by Brown.
Well, I guess we could give him credit for not getting discouraged. They're still playing hard. He's doing his job out there.
Davis, that's for 2. And the Mavericks getting another bucket right there.
With a 7'6" wingspan, Anthony Davis can get that jumper off against anyone.
And the foul called on Anthony Davis. That'll be his second foul of the game. And a whole new group out on the floor for the Celtics.
Substitution on the court.
1:56 left in the fourth quarter. Knocks it loose. Gafford with the steal. Irving kicks to Davis. And good. Got the English that time as it falls. Davis has got 23 points. And guys, what do you think about the hustle stats here for the Mavericks?
Great heads-up defensive play tonight, creating offensive opportunities for themselves by forcing deflections.
And also, guys, they pushed the ball and been able to score in transition, trying to take advantage of playing in the open floor as often as possible. Well, guys, this was never really a contest, just a total obliteration, if you will. And you can safely say mission accomplished now for the Mavericks.
You don't see this kind of a blowout often, but tonight this is a quality win across the board to deliver out this kind of punishment.
They definitely never changed the approach. They just kept after it and showed they were clearly the better team in just about every single category.
And you know, looking back at all the contributions tonight, it was a really phenomenal all-around game for Anthony Davis.
And let's just say this, the name of the game is scoring, and yes, he provided that tonight. You're welcome.
And a whole new group out on the floor for the Celtics. Washington passes to Gafford. There's 49 seconds left in the fourth quarter of this one.
A shot like that is a polite way to say, hey, coach, bench me.
Not only a terrible shot, but also at the worst possible time. That's just not a good idea.
They just blocked out the noise, kept on grinding, and this is their reward.
All road wins, they're just so sweet. They're just so sweet. You know why? Because they are so hard to come by.
Pass to Thompson. Back to Gafford. Out of bounds, Boston takes possession.
Substitution on the court.
There's 18 seconds left in the fourth. Right side Tatum. And it's in there.
The efficiency from Tatum on the offensive end is terrific, not letting any scoring chances pass him by.
And the whistle blows on the backcourt violation. He went over and back.
Checking in for the Mavericks, number 26, Spencer.
Here's Tatum. So no problem for Dallas as they get the win. This crowd was stunned by the manner in which their team was dismantled.
You know what? Shocking. I don't care what the matchup is. You never expect a road team to come in and just cruise to the kind of win they did tonight.
And we've got David Aldridge standing by on our sideline with all right, David, thanks so much. And that'll do it, folks. For Greg Anthony, Richard Jefferson, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan. We appreciate you tuning in tonight. We'll see you later.
If you like slow-paced basketball, you've come to the wrong place. These teams love to run.
Oh, they love to run. I mean, these teams score a great deal of transition baskets. They want to use their speed, their quickness, and attack the defense before it gets set.
And now Dallas' starting group. Davis out there with Daniel Gafford. Then it's Kyrie Irving. Then it's Thompson. And it's Washington in at the 3 slot. Shot's good by Thompson.
Oh, from way back there. I mean, I'm calling that Klay range.
And Klay Thompson picks up the foul. That's his first foul of the game.
First team foul.
Here's Tatum. Outside Holiday. Pass to Porzingis. Outside Tatum. The 3. And the rebound goes to Dallas. Now let's send it over to Allie LaForce, who was able to talk with Joe Mazzulla.
I asked Coach how they plan to defend Kyrie Irving. He laughed and said, "That's top secret, but seriously, Irving's got those moves, the counter moves, the incredible finishing around the rim, and sometimes you just hope Kyrie has an off night." We'll see how locked in Kyrie is tonight, guys.
Great work, Allie. Thanks.
And so much power out of Tatum. Look at the elevation.
Washington's shot is good.
He's consistent from out there, especially when you give him that kind of room.
For Boston, they've gone 1 for 3 so far. There's Tatum with the 3. Fires in the triple. Tatum's got 5 points.
And both teams running long-range plays that are working.
Well, you know it's become a three-point shooting league. Teams shooting a steady diet from outside.
And you look at Jaylen Brown, Graham. Not many wings have the strength he has.
Yeah, Jaylen Brown could dunk over a brick wall. And he could dunk through a brick wall, too. It's just so hard to move him off his path when he's on his way to the rim. Love to see that kind of activity. He just makes things happen.
Here's Holiday. And off the front iron, and in it goes.
Yeah, good execution in close. Holiday likes mixing things up and finishing from this area.
Here's Gafford. Jaylen Brown with a rebound. Boston has gone 1 for 3 from beyond the arc. And the foul on Anthony Davis. That's his first foul of the game.
First personal foul. Second team foul.
Holiday passes to Porzingis. Shoots from 14. Davis with a rebound.
Well, the defense just gave him that shot, and he wasn't able to convert. Very disappointing. Yeah, classic block out. You love to see that. Taking care of the defensive glass.
13 feet out. Doesn't go for him.
He just couldn't finish the job that time. And too bad, because it was a nice look.
Again, the miss by the Mavericks. Celtics trail by 3. Outside Porzingis. Takes a 3. Porzingis can't get that one to fall.
He had more than enough room to hit that. Just couldn't make it happen.
And Davis with the basket on the assist by Washington.
And I'll tell you what, if you're going to mix it up with Davis, you better be on your game. He's so powerful inside.
Tatum from long range knocks down the long J. Tatum's got 8.
I love this approach. Getting him involved early, and it's already paying off.
Yeah, well, his offensive contributions are going to be very important in this game. So it's good they've already got him in a rhythm.
So it's Boston now. After the Mavericks picking up a basket just a moment ago. Brown can't hit. Dallas leading by 4. Brown with the steal. White on the wing. No made baskets yet. The shot by Holiday, no good.
Everything right except the finish. Have to keep focused all the way through the play.
And so it's Brown with it. He brings it up for the Celtics. Porzingis with it. Gafford picks him up 10 feet away. And the rebound goes to Dallas. We've got 1:55 left to play in the first. Thompson fires from way outside. Again, the miss by Dallas.
I know that he has the ability and confidence to sink that shot, but better luck next time, maybe.
That's one of those heat check shots, and heat check is a synonym for bad shot.
So Boston going with almost an entirely new group here. Cornette's checked in for Porzingis. Horford comes in for Tatum. Hauser, he's checked in for White. And Pritchard is subbed in for Drew Holiday. A big group substitution here for Dallas. Lively, he's checked in for Gafford. Marshall comes in for Washington. Christie's checked in for Klay Thompson. And Spencer Dinwiddie is subbed in for Irving. And Joe Mazzulla has called timeout. He wants to make sure everybody's on the same page. Despite entering his 30s, Anthony Davis is not slowing down, Graham.
Yeah, B.A. And last year, A.D. put up the best rebounding numbers of his career. And his shooting percentage also very high. And just watching him, Davis is still an all-NBA caliber player, capable of taking over on both ends.
.21 left in the first. Cornette passes to Horford. And Stanley went undrafted back in 2021. But Wisconsin native Sam Hauser has worked his way into a rotation role.
Well, Brian, everyone's looking for shooters, and he is a knockdown shooter. And at 6'7", boasts good size and plays both ends of the court. We expect nothing less. He's generally been very good at the line.
Davis, that's good.
Yeah, Davis was just waiting for the ball, and once he gets it, it's all over.
Here's Pritchard. And 1:01 left in the first quarter. And there's the call on Spencer Dinwiddie. That's his first foul of the game. We're in the bonus now, and they'll go to the line. It's his first trip to the line. The first free throw is good, and Boston with some changes. Greg is checked in for Cornette, and it's Tatum in for Jaylen Brown. And Dallas also making a switch. Irving's checked in for Anthony Davis. So he makes one of two, and the second one misses. Stan, you look at the Celtics, as high-powered as they come offensively.
No question, Brian. They can space the floor at every position, and any one of their starters is able to give you 20 on a given night.
Now here's Tatum. Give him 8. And he can't answer back. The three-pointer offline. Here's Christie, hounded by Tatum. Goes up on the wing. Boston pulls it in.
You won't see him miss that one too many times.
Yeah, it was a great look. Sometimes they don't fall. You've just got to keep taking great shots.
Horford against Irving. And Horford gets it to go.
Yeah, the moment Horford has the rock down low, good night. I mean, just too many moves from the vet.
And Lively with a basket on the assist by Dinwiddie. 12 seconds left to play in the first quarter. Tatum with it. Here's the three. And no good. And so it's Anthony Davis making things happen for the Dallas Mavericks. He put together 10 points in the quarter. And don't go far. We'll be right back. And thanks again for tuning in. If you're just joining us, we played through one quarter of action so far. And when you consider how Dallas is doing, guys, your thoughts?
Well, they've used the fast break well to score easy points and keep the defense unsettled.
Yeah, they've dictated the pace to this point, looking to run at every opportunity.
Celtics trail by 8. So the Mavericks 5 right now. They've got Spencer Dinwiddie. Najee Marshall is out there with Derek Lively. Then it's Kyrie Irving. And it's Christie in at the 3.
You know, this team relies on Tatum hitting those shots, and that's why he's such a high-volume three-point shooter.
All right, let's check in with Allie LaForce.
Hey, Brian, the Mavericks are looking to contend. Coach Jason Kidd said, we're trying to build a championship team, and it's not easy. Dallas has not talked about that for a long time. Time. So to talk about that, it's pretty cool. To be able to build it takes time. We have the personnel, we have the team. Brian, that's confidence.
Yep, and they're in win now mode, Allie. Thank you. Christie's shot is off. The Celtics shooting 32% for this game. Not what they're hoping for. Pritchard. The kick to Tatum. The 3. Tatum with another miss. The Mavericks lead by 5. Fires from deep. Marshall with the bucket. Stan, LeBron James is widely regarded as one of the most intelligent players in the league. Who else stands out to you as far as basketball IQ?
Well, Brian, that's a tough question. There's so many of them. Nikola Jokic, Luka Doncic. There's just so many intelligent guys in this league. Fans that think it's all about athleticism.
Second quarter, and we're just over a minute in. The drive by Tatum, and the shot goes in. Tatum's got 13.
It's not surprising to see Tatum taking over offensively. I mean, he's capable of doing this on a nightly basis.
Christie's shot is off.
Yeah, well, that's a shot the defense is probably going to let him keep taking.
Pritchard gets it to go.
And you like the balance here, not just falling in love with the 3-ball.
Dallas has gone 1 for 3 from downtown here in the second. Marshall. Yes. And a nice assist from Dinwiddie. Marshall's got 5 points in the quarter.
More of a combo guard than pure point. Dinwiddie does have tremendous court vision.
2 minutes now played in the second quarter. Tatum from long range. Christie with a rebound. Dallas leading by 6. Here's Irving. Another one falls for Dallas.
And we all know Irving is a talented shooter. If you don't absolutely smother him, he will find shots.
Here's Pritchard. He's guarded by Irving. And there's the foul. It'll go on Kyrie Irving. That's his first foul of the game. And some changes here for the Celtics. Cornette's checked in for Horford. Porzingis comes in for Craig. And Holiday subbed in for Hauser. Edwards, he's checked in for Dallas. Williams comes in for Dinwiddie. Porzingis putting the size to work.
Even after that serious knee injury, Porzingis with the spring to flush it.
Marshall can't hit. And so it's Holiday who brings up the ball for Boston. 6-point game. And coach, a perennial all-defense performer, Drew Holiday. Fearsome at that end of the floor in particular.
Yeah, Brian, he's as good a defensive guard as there is. Great size and strength.